Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. This is Umaira Saeed, lecture English Times Institute, and today we are going to discuss the job application for the technical writing students. Application, as since our childhood we are very much having a reference with this application. Application is the mean to request something, and since your childhood you are writing so many application for leave, for urgent piece of work, and for fee concession, for books, for scholarships, and there are so many applications you may have submitted to your principals and to your coordinators. But now, after passing the degree, after getting high education, the most important thing for the student is to seek the job, and the correspondence plays a very important role, because if your correspondence will be good, if your written communication will be good, if you are presentable, if you can have a grip over your knowledge, so definitely you can grab the good position at the job. But it is not very easy. It sometimes become a Herculean task to grab the job, because of the recessions of the job and because of the depression in the economy. You may find little difficulty, but as it is been said that try again. So yes, after passing and grabbing your degree, you have to follow this adage, which is try again. So let's come to the topic, and as we are discussing the job application, so students, the job seekers have faced so many difficulties for getting the job, like they sometimes move on the foot from different offices to offices, dropping their applications, and sometimes they start reading the newspaper and the Sunday papers, where different companies are offering the jobs with their different designations, positions, and some are offering lucrative packages, but some need experiences. So there are so many difficulties, and maybe many of you will face them. So this session has been arranged to ease your difficulties by giving you the few tips and the steps by which may help you to get a good job after completing degree at your home. So the students who are aspirant of doing jobs after completing the degree, they would write applications or submit applications in the hard copies, in the soft copies, and then they would start interviews with a lot of different sessions, and then you will be on your desired seat with the desired salary. So there are two kinds of an application: solicited application and unsolicited application, and these are the applications which are very much formal and particularly for the job, for the jobs grabbing, and for the submitting your application for the job. So these are the two types. What is the solicited and unsolicited application? So pick out the pencil and the papers to note down this important difference. Solicited application is that when you are when you have served and when you have passed examination, you are just surfing on the internet and reading the different newspaper, and you are just encircling the different companies who are offering the jobs. So let me discuss very clearly those who are the students of DPT and BSCS and all this chemistry, that after passing your degrees, when you were encircling different organizations offering the job, and then you will write down your application, attach your CV and send your application by email or the hard copies on the desired address. It is the solicited application. It means that when an organization publish their advertisement that they need some qualified staff for their offices or the sub offices in the different cities around the world or in the Pakistan. So this kind of application which is being sent on an invitation. So this is an application which is being sent on invitation is said to be the solicited application, because an organization is inviting the application. So they need the candidates to send their details so that they may call some most deserved students. So this is the solicited application. Now the unsolicited application, it is an opposite to the solicited. When after passing degree, you just prepare your CV, you format all your documents, format the CV, write the cover letter, prepare an application, and then just kick your bike and move from different hospitals and different organizations, different laboratories and different computer sectors, in the computer sectors and in the computer market, and just drop your CV and say them that if there whenever you would have any good opportunity, do let me know, my number is mentioned on the CV. So this kind of the depositing of your CV is said to be the unsolicited. An application which is being dropped at the different organization without an invitation is said to be the unsolicited application. So difference is very much clear. Invited applications solicited, uninvited applications unsolicited. So this is the major difference between the two. Now the question is that why should we drop the CV, and what is the purpose of this application? When you will be on the interview seat and when you are dropping your application, the three major things must be in your mind. Number one, that you have to convince your employer. You have to convince the person who is sitting on the other side of the table, because they are not in the need of any more employer, they are not in need of any more candidate. Then why should they hire you? We have discussed this question in the interview section as well, when I asked you and you made me give me an assignment that why should we hire you? What kind of an quality you possess that only you are the suitable candidates, are very beneficial candidates for my organization? So first of all, you have to convince your employer that you are the suitable person the company is searching for. You are the fresh graduate, or you are the experienced graduate, you are an experienced candidate with having a grip over the all the things, and you are the most suitable person who can manage all the first and all the SOPs and all the assignment which will be provided by the organization or by the institute. Number one is convince the employer. Number two is desire, create a desire. Suppose there is no seat, there is no vacant seat available in the organization, then what you would do? They would simply say like, sir, we don't have any opportunity. So whenever there will be opportunity, we will let you know. Okay, it is a very common answer which is being given by every organization, like they do not offer jobs. Then how to create a desire? You must say, sir, this is the most important thing, this degree is very important. Maybe your office does not need this, but my presence in your office may help you in overcoming these issues, Maybe if you're like you are running a big institute and big organization, and many of your organization employees are old age, and you are giving them the health benefit, but if you hire me, I am a physiotherapist, so I will be very helpful for giving them the minor treatment at the offices, and instead of giving them the health package, I will be very much beneficial for them. So it means that you are giving them the opportunity to hire you. Many of you are familiar with the first year short story in which a person who was a acrobat, fine, he said two things, that there are two things in life, destination and opportunities. Determination is very much important if you need an opportunities, but you have to create an opportunity if you are determined. So the most important thing is to create the desire on the employer in an organization that you are the person who can do this task, and there is no other one who are sitting outside, and no one has this much caliber. Show your enthusiasm, my dear students. The enthusiasm is very much important, and that's the spirit which every person needs who wants to hire the new persons, or the new or the fresh graduates somehow. So these are the two major things which one must be kept in mind in sending an application, or if you are dropping your application physically. So try to convince them as soon as possible. As far as the salary is concerned, there is always the first flight in the life. You may start from the zero to major. So never run after the money, because one day when you will have an experience, the money will run after you. So this is the major thing that no one tells you. So this is the only my duty, like the teacher's duty, to tell you that the money runs when you would have an experience. So create a guts, be determined, create an opportunity for yourself, because no one give you opportunities in the plate, and you have to grab your positions in the among the different students. Now comes to the format of writing an application, which is very much important, and many of you are not familiar because you are the students yet, and maybe after 3 to 4 years you will be in the same state of dropping applications by email or like encircling the job opportunities as well. So dear student, this is the format. Suppose it is a plain paper, and in the plain paper you have to write your address. It is a simple format of job application. Your address, inside address. Keep in mind, inside address is the company address. Company address doesn't mean that you start writing about the particular names of the head like CEO or CPO or whatsoever, like any other major person. You don't have to write the name of them. You just put on the name of company and the address. Suppose the company name is Times Institute XYZ Multan. Okay. Now the subject is very simple. Application for the job of lecturer, or application for the post of laboratory assistant, application for the post of physiotherapist, or for some kind of internal evaluation. Sometimes you may appoint for for the post of junior assistant, or there are so many things on which you can apply for. Subject, salutations. So dear sir and dear ma'am. Suppose you don't know that who is the head and who chairs the institute, so you would write dear sir / and ma'am if you have no idea that who is chairing the institute. So salutation is dear sir / ma'am, and if you know that only the sir is heading, so you would write sir. And if you come to know that there are so many heads who are running this institute organization, or there are so many bosses over here, so you may write dear sirs. It means that you are not addressing to one person but to the all. Maybe they have all the board of directors of 8 persons. And now comes the most important, the content. Your content is compartmentalized into these 5. After the salutation, like putting the comma here, you will start writing your application. In the first 2 lines, there will be the opening. And what will be the opening? Now the opening is very important. Now listen to me carefully. For the solicited application, invited application, your opening will be sir, with the reference of the newspaper XYZ dated 26/2020. I have come to know that there is a position of lecturer vacant in your organization. So I want to offer my services for that. I have an experience. Now next point is introduction. My name is this. Education. I recently completed my BS chemistry with the CGP of this. I am a fresh graduate if you are fresh. And if you have an experience that I have a 3 years experience of working in a multinational organization, so I want to offer my services for your organization, as you are one of the most emerging institute and or the emerging organization. And if you are going to have any reference, so do put a mention reference, otherwise there is no need to write down reference over here. So this is a very simplest format of writing an application. My dear student, if you will Google it, if you will find there were so many templates available, but why to run after so many templates when the simplest thing is available? Because simplest make your job so easy, because writing an application is not a task. The most important task is to fulfill the duties or the responsibilities which the organization is going to give you after appointing you. So be, as we discussed earlier, determined and opportunist. And then there is no need to write yours lovingly, yours sweetly. The one thing is yours truly, comma, your name X, Y, Z, and here we will put date. So this is the simplest format. For the same format is for solicited and unsolicited application. There would be no separate, like I won't say that while writing the solicited application your format will be this, and while writing unsolicited application your format will be like this. No, there is a simplest format. On the plain paper, like there is no need to write with the handwritten application is not acceptable nowadays. So what you have to do on the Word file, just write down your address, or sometimes your address is not necessary. You have to write your inside address, then subject and the salutation. So this was the lecture for today. Your tasks will be provided in your WhatsApp group, so be in touch with your CRs and the GRs. Follow the video lectures. For any query you may approach me on my email address. So take care, stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz.